So we'll continue the video for calling the API for the app. So in this, we are going to use the file API to complete the app. So the first will be the API get club, which will be populate the data into the spinner. And then the API for the get member will display the data information in the list view. For the app member is for button add, update, and delete is for the later use. And we haven't built the UI yet, and it's okay. We will focus on these three first for this UI. So go back to the Android Studio. We need to set up some preparation. First thing is, let's declare the API that we need. First one will be the get club. Second one will be the add member for the button add. And then the new member to populate the data inside the list view. Other than that, API is using the internet, so we are going to need to request the permission, internet permission inside the Android manifest. And one last thing is we are going to call the API using the body library. So we need to import the library. Go to the project structure, and then go to the app, go to the dependency, and then you can hit the plus sign and click the library dependency and search for Wally. When you search, we are going to use this version, the 4.4 Wally com.android.wally 2015 May 28. Just click OK and then import it. So I already import before, so I will remove that and then click OK. Wait for the grader to finish building. Okay, look like we have successful import the library. So go back to the main activity. The next step is we create the audition method override. So in the audition method, we are going to call the API and then assign the data into the spinner. And by doing that, I want to do it by getting the new function, which we'll call populate club. So inside the function, we will do all the API calling and put the data inside the spinner. This function will be called during the audition method. To calling the API, we're going to declare something called string request. And then I just give it a variable in my request, and then initialize. String request we're going to take 4 parameters. The first one is the method. Sorry, request.method. For the API get club, the method will be the is get, and for the second parameter is the API we are going to call. The third one is the response listener. So new response listener, and we have the semicolon here. So you have one, first is the method, second is the API, third is the response listener. Whenever the API calling is success and the data is coming in, it will be called the onResponse method, and the data will be stored in the response. So we still need one more parameter, which is new response error listener. So if your API calling is failed or not success, all the error will be passed to this method in store the error message in this variable. So I didn't do anything if got any error message will pass to the only error listener inside this API. So I will just assume all the API calling will be success and will pass to this onRespond method. So let's start to get the data from the response variable. So is the response, if we call the API, when we use this API, we are going to get this data, and the data actually is stuck with the object. So here we are going to declare a JSON object. This responses equal to new JSON object from the response. So when we declare this, we're going to need the try and catch. Second, will be the result key, and the type of the JSON is array. So we are going to declare the JSON array. JSON array equal to JSON response dot get JSON array with the result key. So inside the result is this array. So each one is object. Each one of the object have the key FLD underscore club ID and FLD underscore club name. So I'm going to using the for loop to load all this data. So declare for loop integer I equal to 0, I less than the array data, array rank dot length I plus plus. Again, so inside the array is start with the object. So this is the JSON object equal to JSON array dot get JSON object. This time we are not going to use any key, but we use the position 0, position 1, 2, and so on. So inside the JSON object, we're going to have the ID information dot get string with FLD, I guess, if I remember correctly, and also the name of the club, which have the key need with FLD club underscore name. So we are going to use the ID and name to put inside this for later use. ID English dot add name. So list dot add ID pass name. So basically Cabris already store all the data we have, and then we are going to create the adapter If array detector is string, and then we have to tell the detector is from main activity, and then the second one will be the design of the spinner, which is going to use the default layout design, simple, which called simple spinner item, and then remember pass the data inside the detector. To set up the spinner, we still need to do something which called in order to let the spinner is the top down list. So we need to declare the set drop down view resources. Same using the default design. Simple spinner top down item. And then we set the adapter. Adapter, right? So basically the string request is already set up readily. We just need to call the API, execute to call the API using the something called request queue. Queue body dot new request queue is queue dot add my request. The my request is the string request. So I think this is how we call the data, call the API, and then show the data using the spinner. I guess that's all. Let's try and run, see if it is working or not. Alright, it's worked. So the data is being called and stored inside the spinner and shown inside the spinner. So next video we are going to complete all other two API calling. Okay, congratulations, you complete the first API calling using the wallet inside the Android.